All right, guys. Hope everybody can hear me because I'm working with this new microphone. If y'all can hear me, throw a thumbs up. Y'all see them flat spots? Bad situation. We're going to get that taken care of, man. So y'all stay tuned. Drop some in the comments if y'all can hear me. I'm testing my new mic out. All right. So basically, what I got doing an inspection, which is a PM on the trailer. So the first thing I do is I go along the trailer and I look at the tires, I check out the brakes, and you know what I'm saying, see if I can see anything visual before I go ahead and start my procedure with doing my brakes. And right away, guys, I noticed something. So you guys see the curve here and what you see right here. You guys see those flat spots, and also you got a flat spot in the second axle. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mount and dismount two tires. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So give me a second. I'm gonna pop these tires off. We're gonna set them up, and we're gonna get busy, man. So I'm gonna show you guys today how to mount and dismount tires. So let me go get my special stick I use, which is a tire iron. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, please drop something in the comments. Let me know if you guys can hear me speaking. Be very appreciative if you guys will let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm just setting these tires up right now. You have to remove these airlines too when mounting tires. Now I'm gonna bring you guys over. Take you guys over, and we are going to mount some tires. Put this on last. It says, Ronnie says, you pulling on your, what's with the heavy breathing? Well, at least my microphone working. That's all I know, right? My microphone is working. At least somebody dropped something in the comments to let me know that my microphone is working. That's why I was breathing hard to make sure my microphone was working. But man, we got two tires that are flat spotted, and we have to mount and dismount two tires. I'm definitely going to show you guys the right way how to do it. Make sure, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, and we're going to learn how to mount and dismount tires today, guys. You cannot have flat spotted tires on your tractor or trailer. Just to let you guys know that, and let you guys know how you get flat spots. A lot of times that it does not, the tractor or trailer does not air up right away, and you gotta wait a while. And a lot of people will, start dragging the trailer or tractor before it's time, and then that can definitely cause some issues. So make sure you guys be aware of that. Yeah. Okay, it look like I just tested my other phone. It looks like we can hear. You guys can hear me. Make sure you hit that like button. So right now I am de-airing tires. We're going to de-air the tires. I got two new tires here, and we're going to put the tires in the cage and everything, guys. And I'm going to show you guys how to, properly air the tires up with the tire cage and all that stuff. What up? We got Timothy Fisher in the building. What up, gang? Shout out to Timothy Fisher. Yeah, man. So we finna get busy on these tires, man. As soon as this start deflating the air, and let me make sure I got a tie rod. And we are going to get it in. I'm gonna get everything together. Make sure I got some juicy juice to break the bead on the tire, which is this here right here. And basically tire juice, which is basically a mixture of you can make it yourself. You can put a little water and oil together. You can put soap and water together. Anything to what I'm saying, get the tire around the rim nice and oily for you to be able to dismount the tire, because you cannot do it dry, nor can you mount the tire dry. So our air pressure is going down. So I'm gonna show you guys how I break the bead on the tire. So check this out. So basically, I get on the tire and the rim, and I stand on it. Right. This one's still deflating. This one here should be okay. Now you guys check this out. So as I'm standing on the tire, it's still, mounted to the bead. So basically what I do is I get my feet on the end like this here, and you want to do the 8-town stump. Once you do that, you're going to break the bead on the tire. So you guys ready? Sometimes you have to go around. And she is being hard today. She's coming. There we go. So sometimes guys, it works right away. There is a tool that you can buy, and basically it's kind of like a jackhammer. You put it at the end of the rim, and you bang it. But I don't have that, so I have to use the 8-pound stump. So once you get one side done, or you can do what I just showed you right now. I'm going to show you guys another way. Pretty sure there's going to be somebody in the comments to say, oh, you can use a hammer. Yes, you can. You got to be really careful. Okay? And there we go. So now we got the bead broken. So as of right now, we got to put juice around the tire. Put a little juice. And I am a little out of breath right now from the 8-pound stump. All right. Now, I'm going to flip them over. So I usually use the tire iron, put one foot on the side of the tire, and I lift it up. I spin it around. All right. Just like that. Just like that. So now I have to break the bead on the other side. Normally when you get one side broken, normally the other side is real easy. Just like that. So we got both beads are broken. Once again, you got to put some tire juice. Drop something in the comments. Let me know if you guys dismount and mount tires. Do you guys use the same procedure, or do you do something a little different? So next up, I have this tool here. You guys see this tool right here? So basically, put on the tire, put your foot there, push down, then you want to lift up. Now what this is going to do is, this is going to take the tire off the rim. One side, may I add too, guys. So voila, magic, right? Do the same thing to the other tire because we're going to mount both at the same time. Just like that. Just like this, guys. Voila. Okay. So now, this is the fun part because we only have one side of the tire off the rim. So basically, I get a tire iron, which is here, come from the back of the rim. Make sure the tire iron is in there. Pull it towards you. Watch this, guys. Look at that. Real easy, right? Same thing to the other. Flip it around, pull it towards you. Just like that. So now we have both tires off the rim. So now we can go ahead and mount our two new tires on. See what we got in the comments. It says, You're bending the rim. I'm pretty sure a little bit of that, what I just did right now, cannot bend aluminum. So let me get my new tires over, and I'm going to show you guys how to install the new tires. Have them right here. We're going to bring them over. Now when you mount tires, you got to kind of put your back into it. So basically, I'll show you guys. Basically, you want to get this magic wand right here. Voila. Go around the bead of the tire, and you want to get it oiled up because it makes your job a lot easier when you are mounting the tire. So I'm gonna go around one more time. Okay. So now I'll let you guys check out how to mount the tire. So basically you want to lay the tire down. I hope you guys can see. And you want to pop your leg down and you want to walk it around just like that. So now we got one tire on one side of the rim. Let me get the other new tires so we can pretty much work hand in hand on both tires at the same time. And before I go ahead and air these bad boys up, I will check the comments out to see some of you guys' comments. So you do the same thing to the other side. Get our magic wand again. Go around the brim of the tire, just like that. The more oil you put around the tire, guys, and lube up the brim of the rim, the better it is for you to mount it. You're not going to have to work as hard. Because sometimes, especially dealing with new tires, they can be very challenging to put them on. So you guys see we got both tires mounted on. So now this is the fun part where you have to put the rest of the tire on the rim. So we will start with this one here. So basically you stand like I am on the tire. You want to get your tire iron that has the little S shape on it like this. And you want to go ahead and walk the tire around, and you want to walk with it at the same time, if that makes sense. And you want to take small bites because you do not want to, you guys don't want to damage the bead on the tire. So smaller bites. We got one done already. Now let's move to the second. Just like this. Okay. Now we got one more little bite. And there we go. So we got both tires mounted. Now we're going to bring the cage over. I'm going to go ahead and stand these bad boys up. You definitely want to bend your legs when you are lifting these tires up. Lift with your legs and not your back. All right? So next, I'm going to bring the tire cage over. All right, let's check the camera angle. Make sure everybody can see. All right, we got everything in the tire cage. It says, get that either ready. Okay, I need my moderators in here. If you guys gonna say something in the comments, Please be respectful. So another thing too, you want to make sure that your valve stem is facing up. You do not want to have to uh, bend down or any bending in front of the tire cage when you are mounting tires. So also you want a tire gauge that's kind of far away from the cage to give you, a little running room or whatever you want to call it. And it looks like someone's then broke the air gauge. So we're gonna have to manually check the air pressure, which is okay. Stuff happens. That's why the um the air gauges that take batteries, they're good and they're not good. Because how long do you think you're gonna be able to take that cap off if you need to keep replacing the tires? All right, let you guys see. We already getting ready to have a hole. You guys cover your ears up. Voila. So that is how you pop your tire on the bead. You guys see that? Right? We're not trying to have any explosions or nothing. Feel me? So now I gotta air them up. So another thing what I do, guys, I always let people know that you are more likely to have a tire blow up in a cage if you're putting the air pressure in too fast. So basically what I do is I let it pop on the bead, come over and I put the core in at about 20 pounds of air pressure. Just like that. Now we're gonna air that bad boy up to 100 psi. See that? After that, we got one more tire to do, and we're done. But like I said, guys, if you guys are mounting and dismounting tires, you definitely want to, like I said, pop the rim on the bead, and you put your core in as the tire pressure is kind of low. You don't want to put the core in and sit there and let the tire pressure at 110 psi. Put the core in. The more fast that air pressure goes in, the more likely you are a chance of having a tire explosion. So if you do one way like I'm showing you right now, I did have a class on this. I am certified in mounting and dismounting tires, which is a lot of safety things that you got to do when mounting and dismounting tires for you to know. So a lot of that stuff I just let you guys know right now. You know what I'm saying? So right now we got to let the tire air up to about 100 psi, and then we will move on to the next one. So if you guys have any comments, any questions, feel free to drop them below, and we'll get to them. My next question is, though, I do got a question for you guys. How much tire pressure that you think that you can put in the tire before it explodes? Anybody got an answer to that? Does anybody have an answer to that? How much tire pressure can you put in the tire before it explodes? Anybody know the answer? 170? I would say probably a little bit more than that, because you gotta realize some of these tires hold up to 100, depending on which place you work for. They put them at 110, 120. So I'm pretty sure 150. You probably can put a little more. Maybe one day, man, we're gonna have to find out and see. Drop something in the comments, man, if y'all want to see a video. If you guys want me to show you that, show you how much tire pressure can go in the tire before it explodes. Let me know if you guys want to see a live about that or a video. Checking the tire pressure. We are at 50 psi. And also, guys, and the reason why I changed these tires also let you guys know they were flat spots, which means that the tires were drugged for a nice amount of time for them to have that nice little, you know what I'm saying, flat spot in the tires. So the next thing I'm gonna also do is when I put my tires on, I am going to check the brakes to make sure they have the proper adjustment on the brakes also. We're also going to check for leaks. We're going to do small things like that because small things like that can cause air not to get to that specific axle where you're not going to have the correct air pressure. Yeah, so we're gonna let it air up. Let me know. Drop something in the comments, man. Do you guys mount tires? I see the guy all the time on what's that, Instagram, and he mounts semi truck tires with no cage and stuff like that. You can do it. Is it dangerous? Yes, it is. So I was taught this way. This is the correct way to when you're mounting and dismounting the tire, have a tire cage. I have seen people doing mobile tire services and stuff like that, and they do have a cage mounted on their trucks, guys, because that stuff is very important to have the tire secure in the cage when you put in tire pressure and something that holds up to 100 pounds of air pressure. So you definitely have to be very, very careful when dealing with semi truck tires, guys, especially payloader tires, anything, guys, anything to me tire period. You guys need to be very, very careful into mounting and dismounting tires. All right, we at 84 psi. We are definitely moving along just a little bit more. And also too, this trailer here has a inflation system where it inflates the tires. It also has a regulator on there, which means that if the tire pressure is not up to a proper air pressure, the air inflator system is not going to work. You also make sure you have to have your air pressure system regulated also, um, which means that it starts off at 100 psi, so you can go from 100 to 110, and you can keep regulating your pressure to how much tire pressure you want in the tire. So yeah, so we should be almost there. 97. Yeah, so this company I'm with right now, they want they trailer tires at 100 psi. Some places are different. They change the tire pressure on the drives and the steers of a tractor and a trailer. They do like a little research to see how much gas can the truck save and stuff like that. So all that works off of tire pressure. All right, now we at 100. We are at 100. And also, guys, another thing that I do, I I sit the tire, let it sit there for a couple seconds inside of the cage just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. But I will tell you guys this. If you are ever inflating the tire up and you hear like a crackling sound like somebody's back is cracking, That's when you can tell and you know by listening that the tire is getting ready to explode. I'm not sure if anybody ever told you guys that. So if you hearing little hisses and bubbles, that's the tire sealing up around the bead. But hearing a crackling sound like crack of a knuckles or your back cracking, that's the sound of a tire getting ready to do something crazy. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one out of the cage, and we're going to put our other tire in, and we're going to pop that one on the bead also. And you guys also see that I didn't use any starter fluid, didn't use any matches, didn't light nothing on fire. I did not do any of those things because it is a little dangerous. You know what I mean? That's why they say it is also great um, to use the proper tools. Proper tools are the best thing to do and to have. So we're going to get this one inside of the tire rack or the cage, how whatever you want to call it. And also, guys, you want to make sure that your valve stem is right up top, so you can just spin it around up top. You do not want to be low, putting air in the tire. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be on two toes, standing up. So let's get this hooked up, and yeah, we can twist this a little bit more right there. Okay, now let's put some air in our little air tool here, our bead blaster, and also so the bead blaster, the most air you can put in them is 100 psi. You know what I'm saying? You can go a little bit over, but I wouldn't recommend it. All right, fire in the hole, and there we go. Also, never walk in front of the cage while the tire's airing up. Try to walk around it. Small things like that, guys. Yep. So you see, we got both tires mounted. We just got this one airing up, and like I said, guys, I always let it air up for a couple seconds to give me at least about 10 to 20 pounds of air pressure, and that's when I go ahead and install the core inside the valve. Just like so. See? Now we got it. Got air going in, and y'all already know we need that 100 psi. We got Lewis. Lewis in the building. What up, gang? Blow it up? Nah, man. In order for me to blow it up, man, y'all gonna have to drop some. You see that little dollar sign up top? Hit that. You know what I'm saying? Run that up, and we might go ahead and do something like that. Yeah, using the cage is thumbs up. Black Black. It says this is professional setup. Yes, it is. I'm trying to, guys. You rather be safe than sorry. Go home and tell your kids what happened. Dad was mounting some tires the wrong way, and this is what happens when you don't follow instructions and follow rules. Yes, we do not need that. I like this guy. He seems cool. Appreciate you, gang. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Check me out. I do a whole lot of stuff on the channel. We do a lot, man. So today I was mounting tires, and the reason why I'm changing these tires, they was flat spotted real bad, and I was basically explaining to the chat how you can get a flat spotted tire, what to look out for on the flat spotted tire, and things to do where that doesn't occur. He is Mountain Tires Saucy. Appreciate you, gang. Yeah, so like I said, with this one right here, after I finish doing all my inspection and everything on the trailer, I am going to check the brake adjustment, guys, because that is very important. I'm going to check that, and also I am going to check. Uh-oh. We're going to bag up a little bit. Like I said, guys, when you are mounting tires, you really should turn your radio down. You should turn anything down that's loud where you can't hear the tire. Because, like I was telling you guys, you want to make sure that you are safe. You guys see how far I am away from the actual um, the tire gauge. I mean, not the tire gauge, but the tire rack cage, whatever you guys want to call it. But you want to be listening for sounds while mounting the tires. And I said before, if you hear the tire sounds like it's crackling, like your back is cracking, you might want to start moving back because a lot of times the tire's getting ready to go kaboom. You know what I'm saying? So you guys be aware of that. That's one way to know and to hear with your ears when you can expect the tire to do something weird. Now, a lot of times you might hear like the bubbling sounds where like it's air filling up and it's bubbles. That is fine. But when you start hearing the crackling sound, like it sounds like somebody's cracking their knuckles, you might want to, take cover or, what I'm saying, move away or anything like that, guys. And I will suggest this. If you are of any, thinking that the tire is going to explode or anything, you can't stop it. There's nothing that you can do to do it. Just let us go ahead and go through a cycle and let it do what it do. And hopefully everything is positioned in the right way. So I have seen numerous of tires explode inside of a cage. I will tell you guys what's going to happen, and I will let you see from the side right there. So you see how the cage is rounded at the top? What happens is that the cage will go up in the air and it will lay that back down on the side, and that's why it's made the way it is. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen a tire explode or anything like that. I've seen it happen numerous of times, and I see a lot of guys that they take it just for granted, using the cage. They take it for granted that the tire it's a chance that it can explode and stuff like that. So they're not using any type of safety precautions for themselves nor for their surroundings and people around them, and which is not good. So I would suggest anybody, if you're working inside of a shop, if you're working around others and everything, guys, be more safe. Don't just worry about yourself. I understand the drivers be in a hurry, but that's how stuff happens, man. You got to be safe. Uh, Am I going to intentionally explode it? As of right now, no, I am not. But I did let you guys know in the live, like that tire costs, and it also will cost for me to clean up the mess and all that good stuff. And if y'all drop enough them dollar signs up there, I might just go ahead and make it happen for you. A used tire, semi tire costs about $100 to $200. So you know what I'm saying? If you guys can you drop something in the get some memberships going or something like that, guys, on the channel, I would definitely make something happen. I will definitely make something happen. Yeah. Yep. And my cash app is I believe it's dollar sign, yeah, dollar sign fly Roy the trendsetter, man. Hit it up. Yeah. Hit that cash app and I'll make it happen. Everything, and you guys will actually, what I'm saying, be what they call donating to, want to see what happens to a tire explosion. So right now we're at 92, so we should be at 100 now, and we are at a hundo. Another thing too, guys, when you're working in a shop, I know that it gets very hard. You don't have time to clean up. You don't have time to do this. Guys, if you are using a tool, if you are using a airline, guys, don't just leave those airlines laying around as you guys see me right now. I am properly rolling it back up because this is very important. Somebody can walk by here and trip and fall and hurt themselves. And then guess whose fault it would be? It would be the person who fell fault also from not paying attention, and it will also be in fault of the person that left the airline out. So, guys, try to keep a clean work area. I know it's real hard. You guys see all these tools that I were using. We got our tire juice. I'm putting everything away, guys. I'm putting everything away. And that's something that I do. And at the same time, I got the tire in the rack inside the cage still because I keep it there just for a, what I'm saying, a just in case. So the only thing I got to do now is get the tires close, and I will take you guys back over to the trailer. We have to put our hoses back on that runs to our hub, and this system works where if the tire get low, it airs the trailer up. It says, "Oh, I know what happens. I'm 17 years in the automotive field." Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's what's up. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you guys over. We will we will get ready for the mounting process of the tires. So I guess I can put this one on first, since this one. No, we need the one on the outside. I guess we can put that one on last. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna bring the tires over, and I'm gonna bring you guys over. Bring you guys over. Okay, so we'll go. I'll bring one tire over, and then I'm gonna bring you guys over. I'm gonna bring you guys over so I can explain to you what's the next thing that we have to do and why we have to do it. So let me get ready to walk you guys over. Hope everybody is enjoying this live. If you are tapped in, I definitely appreciate you. If you have subscribed to the channel, I definitely appreciate you. All right. Now, let's set you guys up. So, I am going to do something that's going to allow my tire installation a lot more easier. So, two things need to happen. If you guys see these airlines here, so to make it easier, you guys see that the tire in the spindle is not moving due to not having any air applied to the trailer. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add air to the trailer to make my tire installation more easier. Which we're going to put these valves and we're going to make them go up and down here like this to make our tire installation more easier. We're going to work smarter, not harder. So let me go and add some air to the trailer. We're going to add air to the trailer, and we also going to deflate the trailer. And once I get it set to where I need it, we're going to deflate it. And the reason why is because if I leave it inflated, it is going to spin around in circles on me, and we do not want that. And that's going to make us work harder, not smarter. You feel me? So I got my little airline I'm adding to the trailer. And also, guys, I'm not sure if you know the reason how a trailer works and a semi truck brakes and all that stuff works. It works off having air applied. So, you guys seen before I added the air line to the trailer, I was not able to move the spindle. Now that I have air applied, I can move the spindle. You guys see that? So we're going to stand it straight up, just like so, where we have both of our air valves here. So now I'm going to deflate the trailer, and I'm going to show you guys that once I take the air away from the trailer, this is not going to move at all. right. So now guys, the spindle shouldn't move at all whatsoever. And I'm going to show you guys. You guys see? It is not moving. So now we're going to go ahead and install our inner tire. Let's see in the comments what we got. We got Werewolf 344. What up, gang? Man, Roy still on here showing all kinds of hoes. What up, gang? All right. So let's get our inside tire mounted. So basically guys, show you something. So basically when you mount the tire, you want the air valves up and down, and the reason why you want that is so we can hook up our air valves and everything is lined up. And then once everything is all together, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you guys why. Because knowing why it is very important. So we're going to get this bad boy up there. And we are lined up. Nope. We do not like that right there. So we got to do it twisty. I guess it's going to have to be. Okay. So now we put our airline on. We put our airline on. Right? Hear that little hiss? Then you're going to hear it go away as we tighten it down. And these also have to be snug. They have to be snug. Okay. So now, you guys see that that's going to go in just like that once we put our outer tire on. So now we can go ahead and bring our outer tire over here and get it going. Let's go grab our other tire. Hope you guys are digging the content. I do show a lot of different things on my channel. Like I said, guys, I tell people all the time that sometimes people watch these know-how videos on YouTube, and sometimes, guys, the content creators that create those videos, sometimes or a lot of times they do not show you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they make it seem so easy to do certain things, and sometimes it's not. But one thing for sure that you can get on my channel is going to be the truth on actually how it all works and how hard it was, or if it was easy, or if there's a special way to do it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys. So you guys see, this is the outer airline. You see how this one has this little bend and everything like this, right? So of course you want to put it inside the rim just like that, because we're going to spin the rim around because this is the outside. You definitely want to make sure that you do not cross thread on putting these lines on, because you will have to take the tire back off the rim to change a valve core. You're going to have to fix something. So take your time, make sure it's on there right, and of course make sure that you can spin it by hand first. Okay. All right. Now, guys, in order to put this on, we have to put this valve stem here. It needs to be at the bottom, right? Right? Okay, let's go ahead and do it. We got to spin it around, and we have to go to the bottom. So we're going to spin this bad boy around. Spin it around. And we're going to get it to the bottom. Okay, so now you want to find you a rim hole to go in. As you guys see, I put the airline in, which is right there. So when I put the rim on the spindle, it is going to go where it needs to go. And we are definitely going to get in the comments in 1 second. Let me go ahead and put this bad boy up there. Okay, there we go. Also, guys, so you guys see, we got both airlines in there. So what you want to make sure of, this goes here, right? You have to make sure that that is not going to be rubbing against anything. And this one right here, the bottom one here, see how it has the little C shape that you can go either way with it, and like you can adjust it. So like if this was over this way, you could turn it over and then go over here. But see that's how it's gonna go, guys. So let me go ahead and put our lug nuts on, and I will show you something about the lug nuts. On installation, you guys see the washers that's on the lug nuts. You're also want to inspect these, guys. You want to inspect them to make sure there's nothing cracked. You want to make sure they're still intact. If they are, you have to replace them. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to inspect all of them. Make sure that they all good. And like I said, guys, a lot of guys, these little steps I'm showing you, a lot of people do not do this. They just go ahead and slap things together, and then that's why you have a accident or you have something that happen with a trailer tire. And the last thing that we want is a tire or something coming off. So you guys see that we will be also retorquing the tire down. You have to torque the tire down to 550 pounds of torque, right? After we tighten everything down and put the trailer on the ground. Let's get this bad boy on there. We're going to inspect this one. And Werewolf 344 says, serious question. If you have the drum off and cut the air suddenly, you think it could send them brake shoes flying? Uh, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility that it could, because it's definitely going to expand them out. It's definitely a possibility. Maybe one day we might have to do that as an experiment and see. I might have to do that for you guys. Drop some in the comments if you guys want to do an experiment and see what would that do. It's actually a good question. That's what I like, guys. My you guys in my channel in the chat, it be some real true mechanics inside, not just scroll people that are scrolling through. It's actually mechanics that pretty much know what they're talking about, and we go back and forth, and we give each other ideas and all that type of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a mechanic, if you are looking to be a mechanic and you want a nice family to be involved in, make sure you subscribe to Fly Roy the Trendsetter, man. We do a lot of good things on the channel. We also, I do a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff. I got a video that I'm gonna be dropping real soon. I have a broken starter bolt in one of my vehicles that I just got, and we're going to make a video on how to fix it, and it's coming soon. Not how to rig it up, but how to fix it. So you guys stay tuned for that, man. We're going to be dropping that video very soon. I'm just trying to wait for a nice little warm day or something that I want to do some work, and I'm definitely going to drop the video to show you guys. So guys, when you are putting your lug nuts on and tighten up the lug nuts, you also want to go in the T or star pattern and you know, putting the lug nuts on. We got that squared away, right? So now what's next to do? I got this machine on this trailer which has the whole trailer in the air. So I'm going to bring my trailer down, and then next I'm going to get my retorque wrench, and we're going to retorque these tires, and then we're going to put our lug nut indicators on, and then we're going to put our tire inflation hoses on, and then we're going to go underneath, and we're going to check the brakes to make sure that it's adjusted right. But as of right now, as I'm looking, it's a possibility that it could be adjusted right. The reason why I say that because I have no air to the system and the tire's not moving. Well, one way to know that the brakes are not adjusted right is that the tire will be moving if the air wasn't applied to the trailer. So, which is a bad thing. So, if your tires are moving when there's no air inflated to the trailer, there's a problem, guys. There is a problem. So let's get our airline out of the way. Get our hose rolled up. There we go. Last thing we need is to get hurt by something that we could have avoided by cleaning up. All right. Let's release. Okay, got the jack going down. And guys, also when I'm dealing with tractors or trailers, I use the whole jack to lift the whole trailer in the air. And the reason why I like using that, because to me it's like double work when you got to jack the trailer up and then you got to go get jack stands and everything like that. So I use the jack tool that has the jack stands built on it, and it just needs to get locked in place. To me, it's a lot easier to use it. Some people don't like to use it because they they don't want to take off a license plate bracket or you know what I'm saying, some little small things like that. Well, I will go ahead and take those little minutes to remove it because it takes more time to get a jack stand and jack the trailer up. So, okay, now let's get our retorque wrench. And also with the retorque wrench, especially if you have a lot of people in the shop that use the retorque wrench before usage of the retorque wrench. Before you start using the retorque wrench, guys, also verify that you have it on the right setting. Because one thing I know for sure, and working in the shop, everybody's going to use it and they're going to put it back as is. And you guys see we are a hair off. So we need to be at 550. So we're going to make sure that is right. Which we are there now. You guys see that? Voila. Yeah, so make sure all your stuff is right, man, because ain't nobody going to set you up right. And guess what? You're going to be the one that's liable if it's not correct, right? So now let's put our retorque wrench on there, and then I'm going to show you guys what the lug nut indicators are. And then, man, if you guys have any questions, if you can think of anything, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the comments while I go ahead and retorque this bad boy down. I always start from the top. That's the sound we want right there. And you work your way around. Work your way around. You see how that bad boy moving? People say, "Oh, why do a retorque?" You see this one? You see that how I got two turns off of that, guys. See that? Sometimes you might get something that needs to turn. Sometimes it could be right. Look at this one. See that? Got two turns out of that one. See how important the retorque is, guys? Even on your personal vehicles. Don't trust the impact. So this is where we started from. I also always like to pass over and do the one next to it. You guys already know that's for Uncle Phil. Shout out to Uncle Phil. May Uncle Phil rest in heaven, man. He the one showed me the proper way to do a retorque. Always want to pass over and do the next one. Just in case you just happen to miss it, that you can catch it. All right, so now we got two things left we have to do. We have to put our wheel lug nut indicators on. I'm going to explain to you guys what these are. So basically, you got lug nut indicators. So what these does is that you put these on the same way the tire gets retorqued, which means the same way the rim gets tightened up, right? And the triangles have to face each other. So while the driver's doing this pre-trip and he's walking around the trailer and he see these lug nut indicators not facing each other or they facing the other way, guess what that means, guys? That means that there is a tire lug nut loose that it needs to get retorqued. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to show you guys how to install them. So you guys see how I'm installing them on just like that. They have to face each other in the tightened position that you're going to tighten up the lug nuts. You guys see that? So if you see this one here facing that way, that tells you that the lug nut is loose. If you guys ever wonder why you seen tractors or trailers with these indicators on, this is what they are for. And also, it also lets the DOT inspector know, hey, these tires were just torqued. And that's why it has the lug nut indicators on. Yep, it's very important, guys. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. And we got two more. Just like that. And we got one. And we got two. Crazy part is, man, there's a lot of different stuff that they do on semis that I wish they did the same thing to automobiles. And I'm gonna show you guys one of them that I would think would be very important on an automobile. If someone was to come up and to make this happen on an automobile, so I'm gonna show you guys. And the first time you're gonna hear this is gonna be with me on my channel. So you guys see this right here? See these airlines? So these airlines hook up to a valve on your truck. It would be fantastic if somehow that they installed a I got brain freeze right now. Air pressure would be an air compressor that runs when the engine's running. And then it sends air pressure from the engine through airlines that go to your tires. So if you have a nail in your tire, you don't have a flat tire, which is causing you to break down on the highway. Overinflation, different things like that. I think this situation right here would be great on regular vehicles, guys. You will have less tire flats You know what I'm saying? Uh, all that good stuff, man. So less flat tires, people broken down because if your tire had a slow leak, this thing right here will keep pumping air inside your tire, uh, uh, not going over whatever regulated air pressure that you set it at, and it'll get you to your next stop. Drop some in the comments, man, if y'all think that that would be a good invention to have on a vehicle. And also, you got to tighten these up. Have to tighten these up. Maybe one day, man, we'll have a live and talk about this air inflation system on how it works, where is it hooked to, what allows it to get air, and all those things. Maybe one day we'll talk about that. But you guys see, we have the lug nut indicators on. Everything is all done. You guys see me mount and dismount tires the professional way, the safe way, not just Fly Roy's way. I did it the safe way, how everybody should do it, how it should be done, how if you went to a school to do it, that's what I just showed you guys. I appreciate everybody that's tapped into the live. Y'all make sure you guys stay tuned for the next one. I know I've been kind of slow on my lives. I used to be going live every single day. We're going to get back to it, guys. We're going to get back to it, and we're going to get back to our inspections, our tires, and all that good stuff, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and do so. What are those green things? So those green things, guys, are lug nut indicators. So what they are used for, you see, they're all facing the same way, and they are going in the way that the lug nut will get tightened up. So if you're doing a pre-trip and you see any of these triangles turned another way, that means that your lug nuts are loose. So that's why they call them lug nut indicators. Yes, which makes your pre-trip a lot more better. You know what I'm saying? So man, I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Much love to everybody. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody have a wonderful, prosperous week, and I see you again on the next one.